Aloha Golden Pod, Cosmic Love here, doing a little drop-in. The last drop-in that we did was during the sun moving into the 60th gene, when we did a very sacred ceremony on the side of the Shumash Mountains, and we blew the conch to Aloha Heidi Ann. We blew a conch, Aloha Keegan, Aloha Cosmic Fam. It's the age of Aquarius. The sun is moving into Aquarius today. Aloha Kathy. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. Astaria, beautiful beings. Let's do a little take off into the miracle coordinate of the potentials that are going on. Scotty, one love. Scotty, are you in your car driving to our special gathering? So this love stream has been brewing for several miracle days, and we keep dropping in with other beings, and so much comes out. We're making all these notes and going like, oh my God, we got a love stream now. And it's really, really potent because the transmission is picking up what is going on right now in the 60th gene. Now, even though the genes aren't real and don't exist, and we burned the book on two-strand DNA, which is kind of a little inside joke for people who know me well, there is still this level of us calibrating out of the carbon-based bodies and moving into silica, which is why we Cosmic Love are doing another fast and cleanse, and we invite all of we to be tuning into those aspects of our beautiful bodies, remembering we don't need food isn't real, and it doesn't have to exist or be a part of our creation. Food is for fun and enjoyment, but our bodies don't need it. And as we're moving into crystalline, we have been Mr. One Love is messaging simultaneous. Yeah, as we're moving into crystalline, we can really test these parts of our physical bodies that are turning to carbon. So we're going to drop in here a little bit and share a little bit about what we're receiving about the energies, and talk about an online retreat that we are offering on Friday, which is the new moon. Even though moons aren't real and don't exist, it is the new moon, Chinese New Year. It is like set for takeoff. So a lot of transmissions coming through, a lot of energy in the physical body. Many of us are feeling it. Aloha Jim, aloha Kevin, welcome. Please share this out to your networks if you feel like it's helpful, and that's called gifting. And so basically, the last few miracle days, many of us have felt very, very inward, like super inward, like in the cave. And that's this wonderful gift of the 60th gene. And the 60th gene gives us the opportunity to go deep into the spaces between the containers that we've been creating. So meaning that we've been, experiencing these nodal points in our life, but the real growth is in between those nodal points. And that's the true expansion into the cosmic, into the quantum. And that's where many of us are heading. So we may find right now that the external reality looks very unreal and like a movie is running. And so the guidance has passed along some really great metaphors for us to align. And Christine Carrick, Christina, welcome. Vaughn, love we so much. Brian, thanks for dropping in. So yeah, here's some of the metaphors that we've been getting inside of we self to help guide the collective and share what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, what our potential is, because the 60th gene is about our collective potential. It is about when the 60th seed ignites in multiple beings, it'll be the end of the world as we know it, and Gaia and the cells that make up her consciousness move forth into new reality. Many people, we are experiencing this new reality as this external reality looks more and more like a movie. And so here are some of the clues that are coming through to assist us. One of the wonderful metaphors that the guidance came through with recently, and we love it so much, is like You know, when we go to a drive-in movie, maybe as kids we went to drive-in movies with our parents, and we got to put our jammies on and go in the car, and maybe we fell asleep before the second movie ever came on at the drive-in, but it was so exciting to go to the drive-in. So the guidance is saying, like, basically, we're at the drive-in movie theater. We know that we are the projector of the movie, and we are crystalline beings. And as we access this consciousness, the entire hologram shifts through us collectively. And so what the guidance has been saying to we is that the first movie that comes on at the drive-in is usually not the feature film. And so that's what we are collectively completing, is the the precursor film. It's like, I think at the drive-ins they used to show like Bambi and cartoons for the first film so that the kids would fall asleep, and then the feature film would come on. And so that's really what's happening inside of us, many of us. And so we can release anything inside of ourselves that might still have attachment to the first movie that is playing through us. So if there's, because apparently there's still a lot of clearing going on when I'm reading notes on and people's comments and so on Facebook and listening. Aloha Nina, aloha Angel Divine, Saint Grace, welcome. Please share this out to your networks if it's helpful. We are offering an online retreat on Friday to align. It's called Piercing the Veil and Beyond. It's everything that comes through this consciousness inside of this cosmic love body, and the details are posted in the notes. So anything that we're still holding on to, the guidance is saying, look, it's like going to, it's like we've watched this great movie. That was our first life, which is now done. And so there's like the denouement in the movie. It's like the end of the end. And we're completing in the denouement. And so when a film is coming to completion, you know, like a lot of people in the movie theater are already ready to run to the door before there's a big lineup to leave the movie. So that's kind of what's going on. And then there's some people who love to sit and they love to watch the credits scrolling. And this is a really fun piece that has been coming through our pod about the credits scrolling. And so we've been sharing with Freedom Love and Universal Love, and Universal Love had this, he had this vision one day when he was at work painting, and he just saw the credits at the end of the movie scrolling. And it was like Sandalphon played by Universal Love, and Metatron played by One Love, and Unity Grace played by Cosmic Love, and Infinity Freedom played by Freedom Love, and so on. And so the credits were rolling at the end of the movie, and our future selves, the parts that we really are that has been playing these roles in this movie, that's what's coming on live. And this is like better than a sequel, you know, like The Matrix came out and then there was a sequel. What's coming through is better than the sequel. That's what's coming on. So if there's any pieces of our old story, because I'm getting messages from people who are hanging on to beloved twin rays, I'm getting messages from people who are still trying to sort out what that 2001-9 was all about, and so on. Aloha Lynn, welcome. Aloha beautiful wings of faith. Yeah, that is what has been going on. Is 2001-9 was such a mind bender, and it was meant to be, because the 35th gene and the 60th gene go hand in hand. They're the shortcut for the quantum leap. The 35th gene is diffusing on the mind. So everything that we experienced in 2001-9 had a purpose, to become diffusing on the mind by creating so many situations and scenarios in our world that we would just go like, question mark WT, what's going on? That is to allow us to release attachment to the first movie that we were playing in, so that quantum can come along. And quantum is the blockbuster movie that we are stepping into collectively, and we are all Academy Award winning performers now because we learned from the roles that we were playing. So this metaphor is very strong to realize that if there's pieces we're still hanging on to, just recognize it's only programs of the mind playing out. We still use our tools to still those programs, because why would we hold on to old characters in an old movie when the movie is over, it's done, it's complete? We're free and liberated to move into a futuristic sci-fi of our dreams, because we have been laying all the seeds, all the paving, we've been laying the groundwork for amazing flock of birds. Just joined me in the tree, so cool. Yeah, we have been laying the pavement. I don't really like that expression, but we've been paving the way for what is now coming. So if we are still holding on and we can't release, aloha Barbie, aloha Nephi, aloha everyone who's joining. So yeah, this is very powerful moment to understand the power of true release while we're still in the 60th gene. 60th gene, even though genes aren't real and they don't exist, if they were real, the 60th gene is called justice, because it's about bringing everything to neutrality. And so we know that all of we who are watching this are just like doing the refined parts within ourselves. But the carrot dangling in front of us is the blockbuster movie now that we're stepping into, that we've been creating all along for ourselves. So it's really this window, the sun in Aquarius today, like let's let Aquarius come on inside of us, turn on. We have the coordinates to command the DNA within us. This is one of the things we're going to be sharing in our offering on Friday, an online retreat. And if you're interested in joining, details are below. You just send a note to Peace, Love, and Miracles with Piercing the Veil and Beyond, and 111 to peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com. We're going to offer a meditation that is going to help to unlock anything that is remaining so we can take the quantum leap. These transmissions coming in right now are so powerful and profound. Anyone who is streaming source consciousness knows the intensity of what is coming in to help turn us on, to shift the focus of our consciousness so that we can go beyond this old 3D movie. That was the first one playing at the drive-in, and now we're moving on. So once again, if a movie is done, we're not thinking about the characters in the movie anymore. We're thinking about the feeling that the movie left us with, because that's what we are left with in the end, the feeling it left us with. And if we are still sorting through uncomfortable feelings or unhappy feelings or attachment feelings or whatever, it's perfectly okay. The gift is to go into the feeling. Don't run away, just go into it, embrace it, because it's all the DNA unlocking. It's the cells bursting with light, because we are the projector and the mind does not have in sight. How could the world change instantaneously, like the 60th gene says? In an instant, the 60th gene can change. If this LoveStream is inspiring, please share it. That's called gifting. The mind is saying, aloha, aloha Lori Payne, aloha Jenny. So the mind is going, well, how can the reality shift instantaneously? How can this occur? How can a movie change from one movie to next at the drive-in? The mind doesn't have to figure it out. So here's the beautiful piece about what is occurring. And what is occurring, as we all know, the heart has been opening up. So when this occurred for we in totality in 2015, we were called to swim with the dolphins on Big Island, Hawaii. And the dolphins came to swim with we for 3 weeks with their babies every single day. We and Lee's friend Tanya were blessed to be able to camp at the bay where they came in because we were taken under the wing of a kahuna. And so we got up every morning at sunrise, and there were the incredible dolphins waiting for we. And we were going through such transfiguration, and there was so much sorrow coming up in we, and we were going like, oh my God, this is a collective process. What is happening to we? We cried for 3 weeks while we swam with the dolphins, and we would swim out every day because we love swimming the ocean. We're happy to swim a mile out into the bay. And these nurse dolphins kept coming to we, and we would be in the ocean sobbing, going like, oh, please tell me what's happening to we. And the dolphins would say, they would create this incredible container around me, and they would say, it's okay. Your mind cannot understand what is happening to me, because the heart, as the heart field opens up, as it is meant to do, the mind gets absorbed back into the heart. That's what it means to diffuse the mind through the 35th gene. The mind cannot understand what we are going through. So if we are going into ecstatic states of bliss, lots of serotonin, we're just going like, there's nothing to do. There's not a thought in my mind. Perfect. That's what's happening to those of us who are holding the container of the 60th gene. Now there is a world that is playing out around us, which looks very real. And we are passing that on to those who are becoming stewards and guardians of this world. Many of we have been holding the container and taking action for this world to shift. And we are passing the baton on to many who are ready to take this world and bring it into transformation. And our consciousness has the capacity now to take a quantum shift. We are on our way to a beautiful gathering ceremony with the Love family, with some of our Lucidity fam, who we have been holding this frequency together with for so long, and with some of our Native American elders and Indigenous elders, Jose Federico. And Jose is putting up dream catchers all over the world. And the dream catchers are the interface between spirit and form. So if we're still learning how to navigate and maintain that field, that connection between the spirit and the form, that's one of the things we're going to share on the online retreat on Friday. And if you can't make Friday, it'll be recorded and you can join later on. These are very big transmission downloads. We have been sharing a lot of meditations. Oh, look at the birds. We've been sharing a lot of online meditations to help people come into what's going on. It's called Gamma. Hi, birdie. Oh, so sweet. Little birdie just landed right in front of me. Our brains have the capacity to move into Gamma. We sat all Miracle Day yesterday on a beach, crystalline, in a sacred location on the crystalline corridor, and we had 5 helicopters buzz we, like 5 times each. The final one, we just put the camera up and recorded it, because we're the living vortexes, and this is the living proof of the toroidal field that is opening inside of we and you. Because the heart field, the largest electromagnetic field of the body, is opening up the field of what appears to be the reality, and it is drawing through and in from galactic source a new movie at the drive-in. Now, many of us are connecting. It's very powerful to stay connected if we are holding this field. That's you and me who are tuning into this love stream, because this field is real. What the guidance said in the summer miracle coordinate when we were on the island of Mu, the guidance kept saying all you have to do as a collective is hold the field, and Baba G will appear magically, and all those beautiful beings, White Tara and Yogananda. All we have to do is know, all we have to do is hold the field. Hi, Kim Marshall. Aloha, beautiful Susan. Aloha, Ava and Heather Houston. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. All we have to do is hold the field. So once again, If we're at a level of navigating emotions and emotional pain and all kinds of stuff is coming up, that's because the heart field is opening up. That's what all these years have been training and preparing us for, is a massive heart field opening to swallow the dualistic mind up. And that's why none of the old reality makes sense anymore. Even when we try to fit ourselves into that old reality, it doesn't make sense. Therefore, keep moving forward as a pod, as a collective who is holding this container together. We keep sharing all kinds of transmissions. If you go to the love streams, we've shared lots of meditations to keep the collective moving along. Friday is a special alignment for those who are guided to join. Kim Marshall, you should sign up. Yeah, the Friday online retreat is going to be very powerful to help, because what the transmissions do in the space between the words, just like the 60th gene shows, help bring us into gamma, because that's where the transmission is coming from. Gamma is what is opening up. It's what's affecting the Schumann resonance on the earth plane so massively, because enough of us are moving into those states of consciousness inside of our physical bodies. The transformation has gone on. So we keep leaping forwards, welcoming the sun into Aquarius on this 2020 of 2020 vision. Let's see what other notes we made for we. Okay, so, oh yeah. So if it does not compute what our eyes currently see, this is because the first eye, the sphenoid, our sonar is activating. Our sonar got very shut down, but it didn't get shut down in nature. How do the butterflies know how to traverse the field? How do caribou know how to navigate and move as a herd? How do pods of dolphins swim? Because they were all connected to the electromagnetic ley lines of the earth, and magnetic, beyond electro, is cosmic. So animals never lost their connection to their sonar, and humans did. So how did grid workers turn on? Because somehow our sonar turned on, and it tuned us back into the song lines of the earth and the cosmos, so that we could do what was needed on the song lines, and we could transmit the information coming through. So if what we're seeing with our eyes does not compute, tune into our heart and ask our heart, what are we really seeing behind the symbol of something like Chase Bank? What are we really seeing behind the symbol of the tree, or someone who's snarling at us, or someone who's really happy? What are we seeing behind? Ask our heart to begin to give us the codons, the codexes, the coordinates of what is behind what we are seeing with our eyes. It's really fun. Just allow the heart, that's called intuition, to feed the information. And when the heart goes, oh, that Chase Bank is actually like a huge pristine forest, it's an incredible jungle filled with nature and trees, then allow the first eye, allow our self-miracles to go, oh my gosh, it's true. It's not really what I'm seeing with my eyes, because we all know the old systems are going down. We don't have to resent them. We don't have to regret them. Old relationships, nothing. We don't have to feel bad about any of it. We don't feel bad when the movie changes to a new movie. We just move on. So it's like the old world is like a dinosaur, and we don't hate dinosaurs. We don't resent it. We don't try to resist it. We don't try to fit in with the dinosaur world. We just go to the museum and we observe it, and it brings us joy and wonderment. That's what's happening to the old world. That's why so many of us are having cosmic experiences that cannot be defined. Oh, there's a helicopter. Hi, Ashanti Love. Aloha, Amy. Yes, the birds are singing. They're like, they filled this tree. It's incredible. They're like joining right in. So, yeah, each time we're seeing something that we might feel resistance to, just ask, what am I really seeing? Listen to these birds. Oh, we love the birds so much. Ask what I'm seeing, and as soon as the guidance goes, actually you're not seeing what you think you're seeing the garden, you're seeing an incredible waterfall, you're seeing the sky filled with golden glitter and fairy tales. Allow ourselves to imprint that on the field, because we are co-creators and collaborators with the cosmos that is coming through. And when we resist what we are being shown is really in the field, it creates resistance. So in the 60th gene, let's just allow the true reality that is here and inside of us and is birthing. Now, for those of you who are scientists who go like, come on, this is not real. Well, this is exactly the same intel from the caterpillar to the butterfly that's coming through. It is real. Nature shows us metamorphosis is real, and it happens through the body that is currently being resided in. So this is very real. All right, so we're getting these massive sphenoid sonar activations. We'll be sharing that on the online retreat. Several tools and techniques to help align us with gamma. And also, let's see, we are redefining our reality now, so be playful, invite spirit to show us what is behind the old metaphors of the dinosaur world. And we're making a powerful connection between spirit and the form, and many beings, many we's did not have that for many miracle coordinates. It's why the indigenous continued to work with the plants and plant what's called plant medicine, because that maintained the connection always. Just ask the shamans in Peru. When babies are born, they were given ayahuasca so that that connection was always maintained to keep the door open. So a lot of traditional peoples in the world who were destroyed or targeted were actually holding this sacred connection between the spirit and the form. And so we Cosmic Love has been a great stand for the original root races of the earth on this journey. Remember the power of ceremony, the power of our word, the power of our creation and our thoughts. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. Sally, aloha. Please share it out. And if you're inspired to join the online retreat on Friday, it's going to be very activating. This body is transducing a lot of information from the cosmic into the form. We invite you to join. We put the notes in the details in the heading of this love stream. Just send 111 to Peace, Love, and Miracles PayPal, and then send a header to peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com saying piercing the veils and beyond, because that's what this retreat is about. It happens to align with the new moon and the Chinese New Year, and we're just going to keep taking it all the way, because we embodied as spirit have the capacity to translate and transform our DNA. Just go to Patricia Cota Robles's blogs. She's talking about the same thing. It's called transfiguration, the activation of the rainbow light body, and we are bringing the rainbow light body in, and we will continue to share it, and we will continue to assist in many ways to make it available to all peoples as we have. And this online retreat on Friday is very special, and so we are guided to invite an exchange, and so it's calling in the right miracle coordinates and participants. So remember the power of ceremony. As a shaman on the earth, the power of just going to the earth and like taking a feather and giving it value and meaning and offering it to the earth. These ceremonies are where our power resides, and to continue to do it, to continue to bring our dreams alive. We are Dancing Awake the Fifth World according to the Hopi. We're joining with our elder Jose Munez Federico this Miracle Coordinate Night by the Fire, planned by Freedom Love, and Leroy West is hosting this gathering of our beautiful cosmic pod. And we are going to do sacred prayers by the fire to continue to call and pray this opening of the veils and the inner standing inside of all the collective, so that we don't have to feel fear. We're going to talk about Donald Trump a little bit, because we don't usually talk about politics, but we're going to talk about it because some comments have been coming online. If this LoveStream is inspiring, please share it out to all your networks. We're doing our piece to assist in this transfiguration that is occurring inside of our human collective. So, humans might, oh, that does not sound like a bird. That sounds like a big truck. We love we truck. Humans can be complacent. Don't be complacent now. This is not about doing. Ooh, big truck. This is not about doing, but it is about being a stand for what is coming through. That is where we make the transformation inside of ourselves to go, you know what, I just gotta stop giving energy to all this old stuff going on outside of myself. Create the container for ourselves to go through the birthing process, just like a mother is delivering a child, or an animal makes a nest when a bird is about to lay its eggs. We can do this same thing now. Create our containers and allow ourselves to go into what is coming through. That's why it's taken so many Miracle Coordinate days to bring through another LoveStream, because we have been going in, like many of we, and listening to the coordinates to find the ideal pieces that we can assist with while maintaining we's connection with the field. Okay, what other little notes did we make? Because we all love we so much. Once again, our toroidal fields through our hearts are opening, and that is dissolving the duality mind. So if the mind is struggling, and this is diffusing on the mind, people might go, I feel like I can't even function anymore in this old world. Well, that's a good sign, because the mind diffuses through the 3015, and the 3015 is the one in ascetic frequency where people have been known to move in and out of time and space at will, teleport, levitate, and be miracles of love, be vessels of miracles to occur. That is what is coming through. We are miraculous, we are sovereign, we are beautiful. And so we are helping we receive coordinates how to turn our light ships on, to trust, use our tools to still the field. This is our capacity to do this for ourselves, to love ourselves enough to do this. Whatever fear is coming up, go into it, embrace it. Whatever feelings are coming up, love them, make friends with them, stop. There's no need to push anything away. Just love all the energy, just love all the energy up. Oh, that little bird loved that. Okay, we did a ceremony with Universal Love on the side of the road in the Miracle Coordinate of Malibu, the other Miracle Night, and the guidance said, prepare for ecstasy to flow. And so Universal Love is the 2015. That's where humanity's consciousness is going, and it partners with ecstasy. So as we get these waves of this ecstasy that's flowing through so many of us now, like, go into it and ride that wave, because what it really means to be sovereign is to access these consciousness waves inside of our own physical body. No external stimulus needed or required. Okay, so we're just going to touch on the Trump thing because it was in our notes the other day, and our dear friend Chris Ballard made a post on one of the posts that we made. So we're going to talk about a little bit about Mr. Trump, and thank him for being a reflection to the part that's holding on inside of humanity's consciousness. So here's the thing. Inside of that old play, that old movie at the drive-in that's over, that we're happy that it's done because we get to go get more popcorn at the stand now before the main feature comes on. And that's us, and that's this life we've been creating to step into. So we all were inside of 64 codons, and we had 4 primary gene keys activated in our field, in our design, our blueprint, in the 64 codons and 2-strand DNA duality. And so there's 3 stop codons. We talk about them all the time. The 12th gene, those children are saying, like, listen close. Okay, we have 3 stop codons, so it's kind of like a game between the spirit and the DNA. Who's like the spirit navigating the DNA to turn that DNA on and turn this light chip on and turn the rainbow light body on and turn transfiguration on, like Patricia Cotarola's spirit bless you for the vlog, her most recent vlog, vlog 149 I think it is, talking about rainbow light bodies. Transfiguration is real and is happening in our lifetime. It's happening right now, which is why we are on another fast. And We's body is just like flooded with mana because the body is filled with light and it's real. So, yeah, 3 stop codons in the human DNA. Pay attention for anyone who's still watching the news and giving their energy to Donald Trump and all these things. This is what needs to be understood. We are in a grand play, and spirit bless Donald Trump, because Donald Trump has taken the role of the final stop codon as the primary gene in his blueprint. It's called the 12th gene, and the shadow frequency is vanity. That's the need for the ego to hold on to the spirit in its old individual role in an old boring play. So who steps forth at the end of the play for everyone who's their ego is still holding on? We got to have a Messiah step forward for every we to throw stones at. Remember that expression? Who shall cast the first stone? Well, what does everyone do when they watch the TV and they talk up and down about one person? In this case, the Trump card. It's all so obvious. It's all in the metaphors. We can't believe we're even sharing about it, but we feel it's necessary because we made a little comment in response to someone the other day to explain the role of Donald Trump, and a lot of people said, oh my God, this is the best explanation I've ever heard. So we're helping you to understand it's a grand play, 2020 vision, the veils are coming down, get on board. No one left behind means that all the tools and all the information has been here available for us always, how to unplug from our ego and our 2-strand DNA. And if, we were sleeping longer and we weren't applying the tools, now is the time to get on board. And if you're one of those people watching this that is a latecomer, it's okay. Because all the tools, the way, the path is available for all. It's just knowing how to navigate our way through the maze. And so Mr. Trump had to come forward. We know this for certain because in We's grid work on the planet, we knew that Donald Trump had to be the one elected, because that was the day we were sent into the Vatican to do the big unplug on the Vatican, was the day before Trump's election and the day up, so that we could all end this play. Yay. Okay, so if you haven't figured out who Mr. Trump is yet by his name, Trump card, Donald Trump has the final stop codon as the primary gene in his activated blueprint DNA. And so when he was elected, there was this great article, and it actually included the Archbishop of the Catholic Church spoke at the inauguration and said, "Send her forth to us, such that we may know your will. The voice of the feminine, the divine mother, send her forth, so we can know her will." Hopi prophecy says we must align with the voice of the earth. It is the voice of the feminine that is announcing we are at the end of the play. And so life will feel more and more unusual and confusing if we're still attached to the old play. So Donald Trump, in this great article back when he was inaugurated, said Donald Trump was John the Baptist in the last play. So you need to look that up and start making comparisons, go wow, this kind of all makes sense. Donald Trump has the final stop codon called vanity. So he is triggering inside of any of we where the DNA of the two-strand of duality is still electromagnetically holding on to the spirit inside of the body, he is the number one man to step forward inside of a blueprint to reflect that gene. Stop codon means it will stop the spirit from activating, turning on the body, the light ship, and ascending. That's what a stop codon is in the DNA. That is what Mr. Trump has in his blueprint. He is merely role modeling it to trigger the love into everything and everyone to finally get up from the TV set and stop complaining and neutralize that reaction, that trigger inside of we. He is merely a reflection of the collective consciousness that is still asleep. And quite personally, we would say asleep for far too long, only because humanity has been sheep, and it is way more comfortable to remain asleep in a comfortable place and hide inside of a reality that was not fair and equal to every being and all life forms on the planet, that served only the very few, that created a hierarchical structure. Yes, we are looking at we and you. Whatever part of us is still holding on to a reality that is not cosmic, that does not reflect equality or universal love consciousness for all of life. This miracle coordinate time is real. To get on board, do the research, go online, check things out. This is why the collective may be feeling a little uncomfortable in this miracle coordinate as the sun moves into Aquarius. 2020, this day, in the 60th gene, when the 60th CD ignites in multiple beings, it's the end of the world as we know it, and Gaia and the cells that make up her consciousness move forth into a new reality called the blockbuster film at the drive-in that we've all been waiting for. The people who are writing me about their beloved twin rays, and they came together last year and they've been split up, and they love them so much. And yes, it's called cosmic love, and that's what's calling each and every one of us forward, and it's inviting each of us to wake up. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. That's called gifting. It's time for all of we to collectively wake up, even though the mind cannot imagine how this reality can change in the blink of an eye, because the mind cannot resolve the problem inside of the thinking that created it. But the heart is waking us up, which is why the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the earth. If you don't know about the Schumann resonance, and this is your first learning about it, just Google it. It's the heartbeat of the earth. It's been turning on and turning off and leaping, because this field is blipping in and out of form. Jose Federico Munez, who we're going to be with tonight, who's carrier of the calendar of the sixth sun, our Mayan daykeeper, who was chosen to carry the calendar of the sixth sun on the planet. You know, he says it's time to unite before the magnetosphere of the planet dissolves. So what is significant and important now is to keep coming together, unifying. We did 2 4-week online retreats with an incredible golden pod. And the love and the communion that is created by continually coming together in this way is profound. So once again, we are guided. We only do things on the guidance. We are guided to offer a retreat on Friday. It's an online retreat. It's inviting an exchange of 111. It is send all the instructions are in the header notes. 111 to peaceloveandmiracles, PayPal@gmail.com. peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com, PayPal, and then send a header to peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com saying pierce the veil and beyond, because that's where we're going. And that's why so many of us are currently having sci-fi experiences, so to speak, moving in and out of time and space at will, and all of these things going on, because we're still interfacing and bridging between the worlds. The portals, the veil is open. We blew the conch. For the 60th CD to ignite in multiple beings, a massive hawk eagle flew across our window. Sacred conch brought by Freedom Love from Kauai and the kahunas and many sacred ceremonies. We blew the conch in these crystal hills. So we're interfacing. We's consciousness most of the time feels like it's not even here. It's off in those other realms. And Spirit bless Universal Love and Freedom Love and the other beings, Ashanti Love, and we's whole golden pod in we's life to hold we's consciousness here as an interface, because this consciousness is ready to leap. And it is here as a 6-3 profile in human design to share the coordinates beyond the veils, beyond the hexagram. It is here to share the codes and the coordinates. So there's lots of love streams that we've already offered on We's Facebook page. There's meditations that we've offered. If we feel we can't participate in the Friday online retreat, go check out all the beautiful offerings that we have been offering, meditations, all kinds of things to the collective to help bring us into the gamma brainwave state. We know gamma well. We's consciousness was brain mapped while we were in gamma for a long period of time. We have scientific data to validate the things that this physical body has been bridging for the collective from this reality and beyond. We are just here to offer the service to the collective, for us to move along. We are the crystalline solar light body vehicles source consciousness is emanating the blockbuster movie through us. We are returning to who we are. Unity, grace, played by cosmic love. We invite all of we to change we's names. We invite we to put love at the end. Come back into attunement and alignment. Write your name changes here. Our whole golden pod changed their names. Golden pod, all put your name in the notes here. They're so beautiful. Oh, and we forgot. Hashtag the love into everything in these love streams. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. Anything that stands out, please share in your networks. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. We can feel and see the hologram transforming right now. We know what is being transmitted in the space between the words. Portals are opening. This reality is translucent, just like dropping a pebble into a pond. When we were sharing a love stream, the other miracle coordinate, the guidance right in front of me, was showing the reality going like a ripple in a pond. Not on the ground, but right in front of me. And we knew that was being transmitted in the space between the words from we's DNA to we's DNA, because we's DNA communicates non-locally. And we know the coordinates coming through the transmissions because we see them. There's very much going on in the space between the words and beyond. This is a biggie. We can feel it right, miracle now. That the guidance, the collective source consciousness is coming through and unlocking the veils within we, collectively. Can we feel it with we right? Miracle now. There's a lot going on. Our online retreat on Friday will be of this energetic, and so much is coming online. Guidance always said we would use the technology and infuse it with love, which is what we are doing in this miracle gamma coordinate of cosmic love. Create the field, be the field, hold the field. So we are on our way to be with Jose and other members of our family. So we invite you all to tune in to the Sacred Fire ceremony tonight and join in energetically. Maybe we'll even do a love stream from the fire with our family. Monica and Andrew Ecker and Roy West and Freedom Love and many other cosmic beings of cosmic quantum love. Sun in Aquarius. No one left behind. The way, the path is shown and paved. And we assist all of we. Each one of we assists each other to find the way out of the maze of the mind. Two-strand. We, the field. Can we feel it? Ashanti Love, can we tag Chango? We forgot. This love stream is inspiring. Please share it out to your networks. If you're inspired to join on Friday, all the details are in the header. Notes above. Also go to all of these videos, lots of meditations, lots of offerings to hold this field of Gamma. We align in cosmic love, birthright, for all of life and all of creation. And Spirit bless, thank we Donald Trump for playing the role of the 12th gene of vanity to wake the collective up. Any part of ourself we are not embracing and projecting onto a man on a pedestal, it's like projecting onto a man on a cross or stoning a woman in a village in some silly country. It is time, it is the miracle to stop casting a single stone. This is our birthright. To transcend the ego and the dualistic mind. Oh, by the way, this was the Miracle Coordinate Day, last day that we launched our Spreaker. If you go to our Spreaker podcast called Spreaker, Unity Transmissions as Spreaker, maybe Ashanti Love could put it in the notes. All lights out on the dark side of the moon was the transmission shared on this Miracle Coordinate Day. There's two parts. The second one is where we really went into it. All lights out on the dark side of the moon. And 2 miracle days ago, on this day last year, cycles, we did a big decode on, we're gonna say it, MK Ultra, on the stairs of the legislature, Victoria, British Columbia. Ended it, brought it to completion through a transmission that was never recorded except in the cosmic Akosh. Yesterday, miracle, in 2016, we shaved half of Wee's head after delivering the message to the cabal on the earth that it was game over. delivered a message on behalf of all star nations to all those rogue beings on the earth to say in love. We delivered a truce knot in the form of a Celtic knot to say it's game over on the planet, meaning it's the end of the play. We delivered that message in 2016. And yesterday, Miracle Day, after leaving the place where the message was delivered, we shaved half of our head to say the avatars had returned to the earth. That we chose to shave our heads this time as a sign of empowerment rather than having others shave it for us. That the avatars had returned to the earth. So this is a very significant cyclical return. It is held in a field of integrity, and it is held in a field of pure source cosmic love. There's no dualistic patterns. There is no judgment. There is justice from within, beyond, and above. Speaking on behalf of Babaji, Yogananda, and White Tara, a pure transmission of the 60th CD ignited in multiple beams. The end of the world stage as we know it. Held in neutrality, called cosmic love. We are guided to join me on Friday to be the field, create the field, hold the field. All the details are in the notes. We love we so much. Maybe we will do a little love stream from Fireside tonight with Jose and Leroy and Freedom and Andrew and Monica and Noah and Universal Love and Chumash and Mary and Scotty One Love. Others. This love stream inspires. If this energy is moving, we please share it to all of our networks. We could stay here all Miracle Day. We did it for cosmic love. Be stoked and excited to step forth into everything that we have all been creating together beyond the veils. True love, source love, one love. It's right here, right now, and we invite you to stay aligned with the transmissions. We will continue to share the transmissions in public domains. It's very powerful to hold the container together. If you're interested to hold the space for a transmission, for the walls to move in and out of time and space, message we here, private message we, send we a message to peaceloveandmiracles@gmail.com. We have an amazing golden pod. Lovely, so much. strong love. See we in miracle of cosmic love. Aloha.